Right. So we were discussing about, the second part, that was the body. And in the third part, um, anyone would like to enumerate what were the teacher's instructions? Vandita ma'am, you have raised your hand. May I call you? Yes. Can you unmute yourself? Just check. Am I visible to all of you?
Sometimes elder to our age. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, no. Now I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Say, for example, we get students who probably sometimes are, adults, even elder to my age. I'll take my own example. And the kind of process we were teaching the student, because see, this person was a young person who is just into start of his career in that probably process, is very willing to learn, because somewhere he or has identified that it is becoming a roadblock from him for professional reasons. But people who are little more adults, who are little more probably professionally sound, so in those people, how do you tackle the unlearning process? Because this is sometimes gets very theoretical, and sometimes the approach is also that I have some belief system and probably it might not be in agreement with you. So like a teacher, how do you dominate that situation and set that expectation? I'm sure these situations must have come.
The domination, I don't think the domination will be required. But yes, to be more assertive, to sound more assertive, because it's very difficult to, find somebody who is elder to your age, and you are trying to be more assertive in your points, right? And the learner might make mistakes. The learner, just remember one thing: the learner is here to learn, and he will always accept to make mistakes. He'll accept his mistakes, because that is what he has come here for. And especially the grown-ups will be easier to handle, because they know that they are making mistakes, and they know they have come here to rectify them. And secondly, they will be always open to feedbacks, to reviews. And the more constructive it is, it will be more helpful for them. For children, we need to be a little more careful with our words, because the children are more, they're very soft. They are just growing up. The mental state is very different. But for the grown-ups, we can be a little open, and we can be assertive as well as polite in whatever we impart. Secondly, I would give an example of one of the Planet Spark learners. I was the teacher. I remember her name is Mahalakshmi, and she is absolutely, she's very elder to us. I'm half her age, probably more than half her age. And she is an avid learner, and she is always open to, like, ma'am, did I do it right? This time my voice modulation was okay, no? I know this time I did something wrong, no ma'am, you tell me honestly. So they are always open to learning, and you must see the kind of energy and the zeal that they have to learn more and to rectify themselves. Yes, about the theoretical portion that you are talking about, they are coming specially for the presentation skills. And the curriculum will not only have the presentation skills, it will have lots of other things. Right?
Okay. And any suggestions for the demos also? I'm sure, see, once you're in a class, the ball game is very different. But once you are at the stage when they have not enrolled and you are in that convincing phase, any suggestions there when you're handling these such particular cases?
So you are talking about the approach that we need to have for those cases?
with little more grown-ups, because even if you are at the same age or probably at the start of careers or probably college students for that matter, it is still easier to have a lighter conversation. But as you grow with age, the person who's sitting across the laptop is also expecting a very mature conversation. So during the demos, is something, any do's and don'ts?
I would say just be honest with whatever you say, right? Be honest, polite, and assertive. So you are already an expert. You know what kind of things you have to say, but whatever you say is should be honest. It should not be sugar coated. I don't think sugarcoating is required. But
Doesn't.
yes, we need to be polite with our words, the word choices that we make. Yes, it can be, it should be respectful. Absolutely. And not only with the adult learners, with the junior learners also, we need to be very respectful, right?
Yes, totally.
Appreciating all the time, validating responses that validates and acknowledges their effort as well, and be honest. Give your feedbacks, or whatever you say to them, whatever you try to teach them, should be honest.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. A very good point raised by Vandita ma'am. It's sometimes I wouldn't say that we get intimidated, but then we feel a sense of respect for the elderly people who join the classes, and in those cases we might feel a little hesitant in giving our feedbacks honestly. In those cases, always remember you are the expert. You are there to teach them. You are there to guide them, mentor them, and it is very, very important for us to have an honest approach. The approach should be honest, polite, and assertive. These are the three main things that, and of course, evidence-based, that we are going to do in the second half. Open to learning as well. Yes, absolutely. Very, very important. Open to learning as well, because we don't know, they have much more experience than us, right? Okay. So I already had answers from Devi. I would like to invite Krishna. Uh, could you please add on to what happened in the conclusion part? What were the instructions and what were the questions, the structure of questions that the teacher asked?
Yeah, actually, I would. I am. I'm here. Just want to clarify one more thing regarding. I have a question over here. As I would like to add, thanks for Vandita ma'am regarding raising a good query over here. So regarding that point, I would like to add something. As in that case, or else while giving a session off, if the case got worsened, we of course we are experts, and we are most by the words or whatever, maybe we are humble and we are making the situations to be getting into our control all the time. But if in case going forward, if the case got worsened than what we expected, what will be the resolution over there? Because it will be an online session that we can't anything we can't hide
What do you
anything.
think? In what cases or what scenarios can that worsen?
See, when coming as the maturity levels, as we spoke, as you spoke just now, an elderly one, more than a half of the age, like so a 50-year-old person getting trained with a 25-year-old teacher. And the things will be more complicated when coming to the maturity levels and making them. Of course, we are experts and we are well trained professionally. Max to max, we will control the situation, or we will be handling over in any concern or any things over there. Max, it won't be a worsen case. If in case the case got worst, what will be the resolution at the moment?
That how would the situation go worse? You are coming to the demo session. You are welcoming warmly. There is no point in him getting agitated. You are teaching him something or heard something. There is no point to get agitated. Agitation will come when you give feedback, right? They will not be open to accepting the fact that, oh, I have a problem. Then why would have come to you? Why would they have come to you? Isn't it? They have come to you so that they can learn. And if, okay, the one more point can be like, this is specifically for the presentation skills and to how to present yourself. Presentation skills does not mean only the corporate presentations. It is how to present yourself. And there is a basic basic English where the grown-ups cannot speak proper English. They come to us. There are examples in the day 4 also. I will show you one or two. So in those scenarios, the demo PPT is absolutely different. The content is also different, how to introduce yourself confidently. Now here, the agitation will come only in when you are sharing the feedback, right? In that case, you have to be polite, and you have to say assertively that I think, and if your feedback is evidence based, there is no way that they can deny. There is no way. You won't be giving a forceful feedback, isn't it? Just because that, just for the sake of giving feedback, I'm giving you a negative, oh, your voice modulation is not good. You won't say that. I
Yeah.
felt that I think we need to work on the voice modulation together, because the kind of emphasis that you're providing on this particular word should have been more, right? So probably we can work on the voice model. Where is the point that the person will get agitated? They won't, because
Yeah.
they know that when you are adding in evidence-based feedback, they will never get agitated, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
that
yeah.
is what we are going to discuss in the second session, the second half of the session, that
Yes.
how to give an evidence-based feedback, right? So
Yeah.
I just tried to filter out the situations or scenarios which might happen in a demo session.
Yes.
You are meeting them, warmly meet them, happy, cheerful, everything is going on. The problem will only happen when you find out faults, right? Now we are not finding out faults, we are trying to improve them. We are trying to
Yes.
improve them by telling them that this particular part was not done correctly, we can work on it. We are not saying that, oh, I am absolutely discarding your performance. No, we are not discarding the performance. We are
Yes.
saying
Yes.
that, okay, this one was good, this part was, I think probably we can work on this. I don't
Yeah.
think they will get agitated.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, great.
Yeah. Thanks for.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for raising that point. That's a very important point. Okay, I'll quickly come on the conclusion point. There were two, Aparajita and Devi. You have a question, I believe. I'll take it after the session, because there Divya Lakshmi ma'am is also waiting for the junior demo session, and only the last showcase part is left. So in the conclusion part also, you must have seen that she tried to let him summarize first before showing him the summary. She had all the three options for the summary, but she did not show it. She first asked the learner to make the summary on himself. Now, you might get such learners who cannot make the summary at all. I don't know, ma'am, I am not understanding, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, I am confused. Okay. Then probably you can give them options. What do you think? Is this summary good? Or probably this summary? Can you read it out for me? Also, yes, I think Malavika ma'am very correctly said that she gave the ease to the learner, whether to read out loud or to read out in his mind, right? Then she also asked about the opinion of the learner, about the three options. Do you think this option is correct? Why do you think this option is not correct? I think this is too long. So keep on asking opinions from the learner. Why are you choosing this? Why you are not choosing this? Why yes? Why no? Always have a why question, right? Let's move on to the final showcase. I know I'm not taking your questions as of now. I will be taking, don't worry. I think Aparajita and Devi, right? I'll take your questions. So this is the final showdown, and this is where the presentation.
And a thesis.
Is it audible? Was that audible? No? Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Go ahead. As the rest of the world is asked to frame your complete summary. Yeah.
Okay.
You can take a minute or so, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health,
Okay.
and a healthy lifestyle. I would hence request all companies to make some amendments in their policy and switch to a work from office role, which has been the case for so many times.
Amazing. Amazing. Great. Thank you so much, Priyas. I hope you remember your words again, especially for summary. You mentioned productivity, physical, mental health, healthy lifestyle. So great. Okay. And now when we combine all these components together, right? Remember, we started by saying that we have three parts, and each part has also sub-parts. So having an introduction with a very interesting hook that can grab someone's attention, and a thesis, then a body with good argument and supporting evidence, and finally a conclusion that will summarize your points so that everyone can understand the gist of it, and then also making a request, a plea. Yeah?
Yeah.
So are you ready to give your presentation, combine all the pieces of your presentation and we're also able to deliver it now?
Sure, yes.
Yes. Okay. I love the energy. So final showdown now, Prayas. Remember, we have spoken about using our hands,
Mhm.
our face, eyes, and voice, right?
Yeah,
So I want you to remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here are these slides that may help you as well. So you can refer. Do you remember which hook you chose?
I remember holding my head. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. All the best, Prayas. All the very best.
Yeah, thank
Do
you.
you need a minute to be ready?
Yeah, I'll just take like 5-10 seconds to just go through it all.
Sure, sure.
Good. Let's.
All right. Okay, I'm very excited. So yes, so imagine you're convincing me to allow work from office. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, all the best.
Thank you. I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with so many irritated eyes. And I said to myself, I was done. I decided to start working from office now. Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to present my view on the topic why companies should go back to work from office. Work from office helps a lot when it uh, makes us our lifestyle better. It improves our physical and mental health and also increases productivity. This has been researched well, and also according to a study taken by HR reps, it was found out that 60% of the employees found that their productivity was much more increased while working from office. At the finally, I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health, and improved lifestyle. And I would hence request all the companies to make small amendments to their policy and switch to a completely work from office, as it was the case 2 or 3 years back.
Amazing.
Yes. So this was the
When
first
we combine
part of
all
the showcase final showdown, where she asked the learner to give the speech or the presentation. The second part is where she shares the
questions,
feedback.
and
Thank you.
towards the end, is it okay if I give you quick feedback on your presentation?
Sure, sure. Of course, I
Or
love
maybe actually, maybe, why don't you share? What do you think you did really well in your presentation?
I could have worked better on the fluency part, I guess.
Okay.
I broke down in bits and pieces.
Mhm.
I did well on the hook statement. The hook statement was really good. I was able to remember the entire study part that was there.
Yeah.
So that is something that I think I did well.
I agree. I agree. I think you identified a really good hook, and I think you were also able to, say the argument and
Mhm.
add on your points and give a very good evidence and then summarize it pretty well. So I really liked how you were able to put in your content. That shows your critical thinking skills as well. I think in terms of delivering, I felt like I do agree with your observation, and again, I think you're very self-aware also that you could have been definitely more fluent. And
Mhm.
I saw you started using your hand gesture, like I was holding my head. That was really nice. But I felt like while you were sharing more, it sort of like like you
Flew
didn't
away.
continue to use it.
Correct.
So I think in general, whenever we are giving presentation, it always helps to use some gestures, give more expression. So that is something that we can work on. Yeah.
Yes. So this was the part where so here she did not give the feedback herself first. Let the learner ask the learner, what is your opinion about your presentation? What were the good parts of the presentation? What do you think you did very well in the presentation? And also ask him that what were some of the areas that you feel that you really need an improvement, or it could have been better. So before giving your feedback, it's always good to take the learner's feedback, because he's a grown-up and he will understand where he has gone wrong. Okay, great. And it also creates a kind of transparency between the teacher and the learner as well. Now here, this is the second part where the teacher shares the feedback with the learner, and this is the final showdown.
Share with me what are the 3 key takeaways that you had from the session, and yeah, over to you.
So one of the key takeaway, I guess, was the expression part, using of hand gestures and stuff.
Mhm.
So that presentation is much more alive in the conversation, I guess. Secondly, the fact that how to structure the entire presentation.
Mhm.
It has a hook, and then there is a thesis, then there is argument, and all that stuff was really good.
Right.
And I guess then again clubbing all together to give out a final. And the games part, I really liked how you
Okay. Thank you so much.
tried to, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Bryce. You have already answered my next question, which was that how did you like the class? So I'm so happy to know that you enjoyed the games, and also really glad to see your learning from this entire.
Right. In adult demo, it is really important to ask them to give their own feedback, because maybe in that way they feel less shy or embarrassed about accepting what they were lacking as compared to the training buddy. Right? And this answers, I think, Vandita ma'am's and Krishna's question as well, that here you won't feel, you are asking the elderly person or whosoever is elder to you, who is your learner, you were asking him or her that why don't you share with me? What did you feel that you have done well? Or what are the areas that you think that you could have done more better? Right? And at the end, always ask for the three key takeaways from the session, so as to leave an impression on the learner that okay, I am not going empty handed from this session, I'm at least learning something. It was a free session, but at least it was not like just for the sake of joining, just only knowing each other and introducing. So I think we have already seen 2 demos by now, right? And what we can do is we can quickly write down these parts, and I have 1 minute. I'll close all the breakout rooms and we will be joining together. The common things, 2 common things between the demos, 2 or 3 common things. And what are the things to ensure in the beginning of the demo? 1 or 2, it will be there. 1, I think. Here it will be only 1. And what is the sure thing to happen at the end? That. Okay, warm welcoming. Context setting feedback, yes. Welcome and introduction at the end. And 3 key takeaways, yes. Very important, Sri Lakshmi. Smiling face, okay, very good. Context setting, okay. Persuading, okay. So very correctly written, yes. Let's see what are the 3 things that we need to have, which were common things in both the demos. First thing was the activities. Activity was all similar. The emotional request game. Second, the focus on the public speaking pillars or skills, and there was a structured approach towards learning. In no way do we provide everything. We don't spoon feed the learner, whether it is an adult learner or a senior learner. We always try to make the learner brainstorm, think, first give his own opinions and ideas, and then show them or guide them through accordingly. Right? Yes, very nicely written. Active participation of the learner, of course. Joining from the laptop, very good. And both the parents, only in the senior demo it is required. And in very few rare cases in the adult demo, it will be required. Okay. And the last thing, which is a sure thing to happen towards the end, that is the 3 key takeaways. Okay. Success formula, we already know. I'm not going to show it again. So let's close all the rooms. Are we ready? Common, there is an opening, body, end. Okay, very good. Vandita, yes. Setting the norm, active participation. The question asked by Vandita ma'am and Krishna was really very good. I really appreciate that, because most of the times we have these kind of experiences where we find ourselves in a little hesitant position, and we feel that it might offend someone, or my feedback might be hurtful. It is not, don't worry. It is not. Your feedback is genuine and honest. Till the time it is genuine and honest, it won't hurt anyone. And moreover, if it is evidence-based. Once it is evidence-based, yes, thank you, Krishna. Okay, so let me close the breakout rooms now. Let's come back, come together, and then we shall have
what would be the teacher's action? So how to go about that? Please just
Yes.
emphasize that. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think others are joining. Preeti ma'am is also joining.
Hello, Divya.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll have to stop here. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I had lot of network issues, power cuts, and all those things. But finally, thankfully, I was able to complete it by 12:5 or 12:6. Thank you so much for holding the class for me. Thank you. And thank you for waiting also.
Again,
I
bye.
really appreciate. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, so let us all come back. I believe all of us are back. Show me a thumbs up. Anyone who is left, I'll just check. Okay. 115, we were 115 only. We are all back. Okay, great. Constructive feedback in the end. Okay, so that was coming from there. Okay, wonderful. Yes, I think, yes. Breakout room has closed and we are all back with me again. So the junior demo participants, how was your experience with Divya Lakshmi ma'am? Must be wonderful, isn't it? Yes, Srijita? It was awesome, fantastic. It was great. Okay, amazing. Yes, Srijita,
Ma'am,
what?
it was a great experience. Actually, I had joined the junior demo class because I've been teaching both adults and the little ones as well, and I find it more challenging to teach the little ones. Ma'am was really good with the session that she had with her student Shaurya. She was so active, and the student was also so responsive. The whole conversation was so engaging, and it was a very friendly conversation, and we could also understand things as in how to approach them. It was really good.
Okay, wonderful. That's nice to hear. Yes, Sujata, you can unmute yourself.
Now I'm audible.
Yes, you're
Yes,
audible.
the session was extremely excitement, and it was very amazing. And really, I think all of them we enjoyed very much. The excitement of ma'am and the Shaurya, he was too
I
good.
must tell you, Divya Lakshmi ma'am has some energy, some energy.
Ah,
We were just discussing about the adults, and she is also quite senior to all of us, at least to me. And the kind of energy she has, oh my God, it's unmatchable. And it's commendable that, yes, we are taking a break, Ramya. Yes, absolutely. We are going for a break. It's 12:11, so I'll consider it as 12:10. We'll come back at 12:25. Will that be fine? 15
Yes.
minutes? Okay, great.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, could you please share the adult demo recording with us?
I will. At the end, I will be sharing both. Okay.
Great.
Okay, then let's have a break for 15 minutes and then come back. Okay, welcome back. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me share my screen. So I hope we have come back after a short break. We are full of energy now. I know lots of information we are inputting inside our brains. Just keep doing your assignments on time because they are the practice that we are doing every day so that you don't miss out or you don't forget any of the parts of the sessions that we are doing, right? Sujata ma'am, you have a question? You have raised your hand? No? Okay. Okay, great. So let's move on to the second part of our session, and that is art of giving feedback. Now, feedback, I think most of you, Advika, you have a query?
Actually, ma'am, I have a concern. Yesterday, my laptop crashed, so I'm working on another laptop. So I need actually, I will get that laptop tomorrow. So I need the link of the handbook because it was saved in that laptop. So
Okay.
I have not completed any of the assignment, nothing.
No worries.
So I will do it by 5 p.m. today.
Okay, no worries,
Alright.
no worries. I'll be sharing it at the end of the session. I'll be sharing again. Okay. Yeah, yes, Devi.
Yes, ma'am. So my question is, during the initial days of journey with Planet Spark, as a newbie educator, and when I don't have that much experience as an educator, how to answer this particular part in the introduction when we are giving the demo, like I have this much experience as an educator, I'm associated this many years with Planet Spark. So I have a confusion when as a newbie, how to introduce that.
You may skip that part.
Okay.
You may skip that part. You can talk about your other experiences and in a generic way. Where you work, you don't need to tell. You just can say that how much experience in teaching you have and what are the other experiences also. Like I had a 5 to 6 years experience in corporates, a 10-year experience in the teaching industry. I have been teaching the junior section, the senior section, as well as the adults. So all those things you can share.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Shweta ma'am, you have a query?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I have the query regarding the teacher's handbook. Actually, ma'am, my laptop is completely crashed and it has been given for fixing up, but I think I have to buy a new one because that is not working. So I am joining my class through the phone, so I will not be able to do my task on the phone. So if possible, can I get the things in the email so I can do it at some other place? So
Email,
yes, ma'am,
I think
I haven't got any email. Yes, ma'am.
teacher's handbook, you can check in your spam mails. It might have.
I've checked it. I'm checking it regularly, but I'm not getting it. So it will be, it's a kind of, I'm in the need of it because it's otherwise it will be very difficult for me to, go about the things. So please kindly help in this.
Can you just copy and paste it in your mobile WhatsApp or somewhere where you can keep this link somewhere?
Yes, ma'am, that I have done.
Okay, so that you can do it as of now. You can do this, and rest I'll talk to the team to shoot a mail once again to this particular batch of trainees. Okay, that I can do.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Prab. Yes.
Yeah, hi ma'am, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. So how do I pronounce your name? Is it Prab?
It's correct. My name is Prab.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So yes, what is your query?
My query is, I just wanted to ask that, am I missing something? Because as far as assignments are concerned, I think there is Willow assignment, one video assignment, and then one is question and answers part. Is there something else that I'm missing?
No.
Okay, just the two things.
Every day you have to do 4 things: attendance form after the session, feedback form
Feedback,
after the session, a willow
below
assignment
assignment,
every day,
and
yes,
question and
and a
answer.
quiz. Yes.
Okay,
That's
that is done. And ma'am, one more question is, for example, when I'll be assigned as a Planet Spark teacher, I just wanted to know that is it comfortable for me, or maybe the team would assign me? It would be on me that I can choose the junior batch, or could be the seniors one, the adults one,
it's
or I can do
absolutely
the both.
you
Is it
can do it
okay if I
both.
do the both? Okay, okay.
Absolutely,
Because
yes.
I do have an experience of teaching as an IELTS trainer for more than 3 years, 2 to 3 years. So I do have an experience of teaching to the adults as well. So I do have a 5 years old daughter, and I think it would be a great opportunity for me to teach the kids as well. Because I think I would have an opportunity to learn more than teaching. I would have an opportunity to learn actually.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead with the junior as well as the senior demo. If you want to take the adults also, you can take adults as well.
Okay, okay, okay. That's it. Thank you.
Yes. Totally depending on your discretion. Nivedana ma'am, Mekhla ma'am, and Shweta ma'am, can you write your questions in the chat section? It will be great. I'll try to acknowledge, and we'll quickly start the art of feedback. I don't want to delay your session. So before we start on with the art of, I think I missed the willow assignment. Was it for the first day? Yes, yes. It is there in your teacher's handbook. No worries. You can just open your teacher's handbook. You'll get all the assignments there. Quiz mandatory, willow mandatory? No, it's not mandatory, but it is necessary for you to practice after each session. It's very, very good if you do that. Otherwise, in the mock session, it will be like you will be seeing something new. So I don't want you to be like blank or clueless what exactly the mock is all about. So just for your practice, it's good that if you just go ahead with the mocks, video assignments also. Yes, the video course is very important, and that should be done by the end of today. Okay, let's discuss about a time you received a feedback and it helped you. Now, when you write this in your chat section, before writing it, okay, you won't be receiving any confirmation as such. Okay, so some people have received a confirmation and some have not. Okay, I'll just talk to the team about it. Point F in the teacher's handbook. Okay, I'll be showing the teacher's handbook once again. Don't worry. Okay, so let's discuss in the chat section what was that feedback. So let's be very specific. You have a question? Okay, Mekhla, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, I just have a one question. Like point F is compulsory. It's mandatory. We have to do all we have to do is
all, yes.
Now in that what I saw was that we have to do 13 questions in the video format, and everything was mentioned there. My problem was coming, the maximum video time recording is for 5 minutes. And in the question number 3, we have to work upon the slides number 9 to 22 of the senior demo. So after the 3 retakes also, I was not able to complete all the 9 to 22 slides in just 5 minutes.
1 second. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the mock evaluations?
Yes, ma'am. Mock evaluations.
Why are you doing the mock evaluation right now?
No, I'm not doing right now. Yesterday, you were saying no senior demo you could do. So yesterday I tried it out and the problem is coming. So I'm sharing it with you now.
If you do the first mock, you will see that the first part is about slot confirmation. First question is about
that I have done. In that there are 13 questions. So first question was slot confirmation. Second question was from slide number 1 to 3 for the senior demo, and the 1 to 8. And third question consists of slides number 9 to 22. We have to present the slides number 9 to 22 in the video format. My problem was coming that we can take the 4 retakes and for making the video. So when I was making the video, after the 3 retakes also, I was not able to complete all the 9 to 22 slides in just 5 minutes because I was waiting, like I have to show that I'm waiting for the response of the parent as well as the student too. So
don't wait that much. Just wait for a
Okay.
second and go ahead. The slide number 9 to 22, isn't it? So do you like
Question number 3.
Yes, yes. Do you like playing games? Then you have to play the game
Yes, ma'am.
emotional.
I was waiting for the response of the, like, I was showcasing that I am waiting for the response of the parent and showing my excitement, showing my, like, that thing, no? So that took me beyond 5 minutes, and
No,
video get uploaded without
do that.
the completion.
I'll tell you, don't do that. In the this one also, how to play the emotional request game. You can do any one of the, like, say happy emotion, you did it on yourself. And then you ask the child to do the sad one. And then you ask the child to do the angry one. Skip the scared one. Skip. And just say that it was a very emotional performance. Quickly move on to the slide number 18. That is, how many languages do you know? And then can you guess the language that I'm going to discuss with you? Then introduce the body language, confidence and voice. Then go to OVI. Okay, that's it. It will take hardly 5 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So don't wait for the parents' responses or child responses. Just skip that part. Okay, Parminder, a feedback given to me during one of my previous demos was about me able to understand the constraints of a young mother to trying to attend her demo session with me and her little child constantly disturbing her. Yes, that is very, very relatable. It lengthened my demo time considerably, but I was patient, completed it. The lady apologized, but got converted, and later got 2 more leads and conversions for the company. Her feedback made me go a bit easy on my time in future, and I did well. Okay, very, very nice, very great. So I would also request you to share some constructive feedbacks with me, which really helped you in moving further. So not all the feedbacks are good, right? So we have got good feedbacks as well, which have made us so confident in life. But apart from that, there might be some feedbacks which would have been, about our shortcomings, about our weaknesses, areas of development. So let's talk about those feedbacks. Who gave it to you and how did it help you? Yes, Aprajita, she was talking about the mock. Willow assignment, Krishna, it's not mandatory, it's necessary. Yes, you have to record yourself. If you want to complete the assignment, you have to record yourself. Those are submitted to the team. Yes. So let's talk about the feedback. A constructive feedback. Let's write in the chat section. Full-time employee. You will have to become counselors. A full-time employee or a facilitator. You have the option in the PlanetSpark, but you won't be a teacher. There are no full-time teachers who are employees. Okay, I was too soft and sometimes people couldn't hear me on the other side. I had to modulate my voice there after practice speaking loudly. Okay, great. When I was presenting a topic about operations research, my classmates said I spoke very fast in English. Unnati, that is true. It happened with me also. I had a junior to me, and she was also in my team. So when we had to make presentations, I was the TL and she was my subordinate. When I used to make the presentations, I used to present them in front of my team. It was like I felt as if my pace of talking, even today, sometimes it goes very fast. My pace of talking, now I have slowed down a little bit. I've tried to. But at that point of time, it was very fast. So she came up to me during the coffee break, tea break. She came up to me and she said, ma'am, would it be like, can you go a little slow? Because sometimes, I miss out on some portions. And at that time we had those, accents of US accents, and we used to talk in that, and it used to be a little difficult for the other candidates as well. So yeah, so that was a constructive feedback given to me by a junior, by a subordinate, and that really helped me. I knew my shortcoming. Sakshi. Okay, one of the students said I was too fast in teaching. Okay, to go slow. Okay, great. I got a feedback of using a more simpler words instead of jargons when explaining the topics. Yes, true. Okay, that might be very difficult for the people who don't understand those words. Strict towards students when I started my teaching phase, but now I have changed myself. Okay, and become a good and friendly teacher. Okay, great. And I am sure it must be helping you out through when you have a friendly relationship with your student, it really helps you a lot. How many demos do we need to do with the child and the parent before we start doing the real job of teaching one-on-one? One. Per child, one demo you have to take. But the parent has the option to take another demo as well. If he's not satisfied with the first demo, he can take 2 more demos, which will be free for him. What do we need to teach in the real job? You will be trained on your curriculum as well. Okay. You will be getting your curriculum. You can view the curriculum. The curriculum will be given to you. Malabika ma'am, I got a feedback when it was given to me by my student who said that she is a good teacher, but I feel scared to share my opinion as she is very strict this way. Okay. Most of us. To me, I don't know why, but I was so friendly. I was so cheerful all throughout, but still my students as well, sometimes they used to tell me that I'm strict. But then I was not unapproachable. They always used to come to me, ma'am, please, today give us a games period. We want to go out and play. I said, you all are in class 11th. You don't need games to play. Full-time opportunities, you have to go back in the Planet Spark link and you can find out full-time employees options. Okay. I had a very soft tone, Ashita. Constructive feedback by, okay. I was working as a project leader in my last IT company. Was requested by then project manager to assign more work to my team because I have a habit of taking on too much particularly. Okay, delegation, very, very important. Trying to be more chilled out, still trying a long way though. All the best. About the mocks, I will be repeating once again at the end. I received good feedbacks like packets of sweets and hugs from my students when I was a home tutor. Okay, story writer. Okay, great. So I think all of us must have got some or the other feedback in our lives, which really helped us through. And it was constructive as well as it pointed out honestly what were the shortcomings and how could we work on it. There were certain feedback which were as useless as anything. I would be very, honest here because there were some feedbacks. I remember I was in class 7 and I just came back from the games period and I was full of dirt and I was the one who always loved, playing. A lot of play. I never had that habit of, there were some girls who used to sit back, they used to have a chit chat and they used to like play a lighter game of that sort. But I was always into like, I will be playing kabaddi, tearing off the shirt, skirt and all those things. And so that day my black shoe was looking brown and it was like tremendous dirt was there on my socks and my legs as well. So, and the next period was English period and she was a substitute teacher. She was also an English teacher. She came up and she was sitting on her desk. I don't know how could a teacher sit on the desk and teach English. I have never done so. So she came down and sat down with the book and she said, open page number 25 and read this particular paragraph. So some people were already reading it and I was too tired. I was, chit-chatting with my friend and I somehow lost the place where she was reading and then next was me. And when I stood up, I was like confused. Where should I read it? Okay, so I said, I'm really sorry, ma'am. I don't remember where I have to read. So she was like, look at yourself, Preeti. Look how you're looking. You're full of dirt. Look at the shoes that you're wearing. A good man is known by the shoes he wears. So she used this quote And she said that you are looking horrible and you don't belong to a good, a background or whatever. She accused me of having a bad, not so good how to say, parenting by my parents or whatever. So I was really hurt that time and it really affected me. And that is why I'm sharing this with you, because today when I look back, I still feel the same, that feedback could have not been given to me. She could have just told me that you can be a little more conscious in the class, rather than, chit-chatting with your friends, pay attention. And now you can read it from here. She could have just slightly corrected me, scolded me, of course, but she couldn't have, she could have refrained from using those kind of words. So, yes. How much good experience you have here, Preeti ji? Okay, so I have a 3-year experience in Planet Spark. Almost 3 years. It is not completed, but yeah, almost 3 years. And it has all been a good experience. All were good and wonderful, amazing. I have learned a lot here. I have learned how to be confident, especially on camera. I was camera shy. I was not camera shy, but I was very conscious. How do I look? How should I place myself? Should I place myself like this or should I place myself like this? So I was very conscious about myself. Now I'm not. Now I feel more comfortable. I feel I should be myself. I should be honest. Whatever I look, let it be, whatever it is. Whosoever is sitting in front of me will accept me as I am. So yeah, Planet Spark has taught me a lot. Can see some hands up. Okay, I will take it once I'm done with the session. So do we teach the child whom we manage to convince and bring on board, or do we also get the child someone else has given a demo and vice versa? You might get, Deshan, you might get some other children as well, in case if you want to take. Okay, like in case if I leave Planet Spark, I have 5 students as of now. Those 5 students will be given to somebody, isn't it? So in those cases, it might some kind of half demo taken or some of the classes taken might come up to you. What do you think a feedback? What makes a feedback useful? Absolutely, yes, Azim. Very nicely written. Okay, so what makes a feedback useful? Let's see a very interesting cartoon. This my team has done it very nicely. Okay, so there is an employee sitting and the mentor, or you can say the team lead, she is saying that, oh, this is a good presentation. It can be made better. And the employee says, oh, sure. And now in the second half of the picture, he says that, okay, yes, I've done it better. Now I have made the font size bigger. Better now? So earlier it was like our creative company in short, very small fonts. And in the second part, it has grown bigger. Yeah. Makes us understand even better to make ourselves. Okay, great, great. Feedback gives a true picture if given with honesty. That's very, very important, Vandita ma'am. Honesty in feedback is very important. I believe so. If we are sugarcoating our feedbacks, it's not going to help the learners. Okay, great. So in this cartoon, what do you think? What kind of feedback is the lady giving to the employee? It's vague. Yes. It's superficial. Okay. Not much informative. Yes. It's not specific, right? Okay. It's not evidence-based. Absolutely. No specifications are given. Yes. General, not specific. Great. Better is misleading. Not explanatory. Wonderful. Yes, absolutely. So a feedback is something, teachers, I think somebody wrote this. Okay. So yes, it can make or break. A feedback can be as useful as it can be useless. It can be absolutely useless. If given correctly, it can be of lot of worth. So yeah, motivating feedback, but should have been explained. Absolutely. Honest and constructive feedback leads us to knowing of the shortcomings and one can get over in time. Great. Wonderful. Attendance link? Who needs attendance link? Not now. Not now. We are not done with the session yet. Okay, I'm going to give you a Menti link. Take out a little bit of time and then just give it. Just give the answer. 1 second. So this is a question. The same question is there. You just have to write your answer there. It's the Menti link where the question is, what makes a feedback useful? What do you think makes the feedback useful? Open the link. Let us wait for 2 minutes. Finish up with your answer and then we'll be back. Can't find the link? Now, Azim? Yeah. Great. Thank you. Done? Okay. Great. So those who have done, let's come back and let's think for a moment and let's answer to this question. Why do you think we are learning about giving feedbacks? Why do you think it's a need to learn how to give feedbacks? Srijita has raised her hand. Yes, Srijita.
Firstly, I think feedbacks are important so that we can understand where we are lagging behind, and it helps us improve. Secondly, in Planet Spark, whenever we are giving a demo session or we are conducting a or a student has completed his or her duration or a course in Planet Spark, we have to give a feedback to the parents and the students both on how much improvement they have done, what are the areas that they still need to work on, so that they can become better. I think that is why we are discussing about feedbacks, because in every step in our teaching experience in Planet Spark, we will have to give feedbacks. And we will also have to make sure that we are also open for feedbacks on us, on ourselves, on on how we are as teachers.
Absolutely, yes. So we will be asking for feedbacks on us as well when we are having the parent-teacher interaction. Great, wonderfully explained. Okay, I can see lots of hands up. I can take Ashwati. You can unmute yourself. Yes.
Feedbacks are very important because for everything we do, somebody needs to give an opinion, like in order to say that we are doing our best. In order to make the more better of us, we need feedbacks, and the feedbacks has to be honest and specific, as you mentioned. In regarding with the Planet Spark, we have to give a feedback. I mean, when we give a feedback to a children and their parents, it has to be in a way that should not hurt them, but it needs to be very genuine and true, so that they too can improve themselves. Also, when on our side, they have to mention what are the things that we have did, whether in what to say, we are humans, we make mistakes, and we are not always perfect. In order to make us perfect, we need feedbacks so that we can correct them in the future. Thank you, ma'am. That's it.
Wonderful, wonderfully explained. Thank you so much, Ashwati. Yes, so in Planet Spark, we actively create opportunities for students to receive feedback at every point in time. So if you have observed the demo correctly, every particular activity, after every particular activity, we are giving feedback to the student. So this was good. This could have been done better. What do you think? Where could you have done better? Right? We constantly ask the student also, and we constantly give feedbacks. So there are lots of opportunities where we need to give feedback. And feedback, of course, helps the other person to improve himself on the particular areas, but being specific about Planet Spark demo sessions, in that case, it helps you to build genuine relationships. If you are giving feedback and if that is honest, that will help you to build a particular relationship, a good relationship with the parent as well as the student, right? So a good feedback or a feedback which tells you about the areas of improvement, that both the things will help you to connect with the parents and the learner as well. Agreed? So this is one way in which we can build relationships, right? We need to be observant, yes, okay, to motivate them more for their growth. Yes, motivation is also one of the reasons why we need to give feedbacks. Okay, great. What could be the features of a good feedback? Anyone? So I already have hands raised. Should I call somebody from there? Ramya, would you be like, can I add you to the screen if you can answer the question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. So the features of feedback have to be it has to be appropriate. Like it should not be vague. It should be very clear. Like you have to be clear about what you want to convey to them. Like in my case, what I wanted to share with the previous question, which feedback was important in your life. So I had a feedback which entirely changed my life as a whole. Because during my studies, during my schooling, I was not a bright student. Like I was an average student. But one of my teacher pointed out the strength which I had. She was very precise about what was my strength and where I can improve so that I can excel. That feedback had a great impact because of which I topped in a lot of subjects in my 12th grade and till date have been successful in all the endeavors I had taken up. So precise feedbacks are really important. That is what I wanted to tell.
Okay, great. So the feedback can be, so as you all have written, I think I can read some of the answers here. Honest, constructive, evidence-based, blend of appreciation and motivation to become better at something. Sandwich approach also I got. Yes, that's a very good idea of sandwich approach. And that is what we are going to learn. Specific. Okay, I got one answer. Priyanka, yes, we need to be specific. So yes, evidence-based, genuine, clear, it should not be ambiguous. All comes under the one umbrella point, and that is specific. We need to be specific. What other thing? So I'll give you the acronym for it. It's the SAR approach. That is SAR. What do you mean by SAR? Let's elaborate it. Let's write the full form of SAR. So specific, of course, yes, it should be specific. Sri Lakshmi, you have already given me the A, full form of A, and that is actionable. And that's absolutely correct. A stands for actionable. And R should be reasonable. Okay. Reasonable comes under specific and actionable. Result oriented comes under actionable. Relevant. Relevant comes under specific. Okay. It should be respectful. Okay. It needs to be respectful. All those, what you are writing comes under any one of these features, right? Like response based, it would be actionable, right? Realistic, it would be specific. That means it is real, right? So specific, a feedback, in order to be effective, it needs to have three features, very important features: specific, actionable, and respectful. How can we make our feedback more specific? We can give evidences. Always give evidences. What worked well? If I'm saying that, okay, Anargya, your voice modulation was very nice. You have really modulated your voice well. And that's it. And then I move on to the body language. Is it enough? You have really modulated your voice well. Not enough. Talk about, yes, I think I got one answer. No, it's not enough. Let's make it more. How? When I say that your voice modulation really was well done, so talk about what in the voice modulation did he do well. So you can tell him, if he is a very small child, you don't go into the intonation and the syllable stresses part. You can just tell him that the emphasis, the kind of stress that you laid on this particular word. Say, for example, he's talking about India. India is my country. India is my country. Okay, so he laid stress on my country. So tell them that the way you have laid stress on my country was really well done. It was good. And therefore, I say that your voice modulation was really good. However, I think we can work a little bit on the body language. Like, for example, when you are talking about India is my country, you can use your hands to show that India is my country. Okay, there was a beautiful rainbow on the sky, right? So when you say it was a beautiful rainbow, so show the rainbow with your hands. So I think we can use a little bit of hand gestures when you are talking about the rainbow. Okay, now it is specific. But if I say, I think we should work on the hand gestures, Anargya, hand gestures were very less. Doesn't work. It's not specific because we are just saying that hand gestures were not. Where should I give the hand gestures? The student will ask, or the student will be confused about it. The hand gestures, where should I use it? Tell them that this particular portion, you could have used your hands like this or whatever. The lion roared. Use your hands and make your eyes big. Use your expressions. So these kind of evidence-based feedback would be specific, should make the feedback more specific, and it will be more helpful, right? Coming on to supporting feedback with the examples of the students' performance in the class. Absolutely, yes. Examples are very, very necessary. I once got a feedback from my English teacher when I gave the speech. She said my intonation was good. But again, I had the same problem. And to this day, I wonder what problem. Okay, that was nice. Yes, so that is why we say that we need to be more specific, that if my intonation is not well done, how, where, what was the portion that I need to work upon, right? So it is clear. Okay, yes, she's right. Then the learner will also be able to connect it, resonate, right? Yeah, a little bit elaborate, not too elaborate, because you have a fixed time. Within 1 hour you have to finish, and you have to finish it off, right? So be very careful. Do not be too elaborate, and do not be too specific also. Like you don't cut down your feedbacks also. So make it concise but good. Okay, coming on to actionable. Actionable, what can you do better next time? So what the part when I said that we can use hands, a little bit of hand gestures, like when you were talking about the rainbow, you can use your hands, right? When you are talking about India to be together, you can use your fist. So let us come together and fight. Okay. So when you are using this, when you're saying this, use your fist to show, right? And finally, respectful. Well done, Anantya. You have really done very good. And I'm looking forward for some wonderful speeches from your side. So that can be respectful, right? Let's see one student in the class, and slightly dramatic. Yes, it can be dramatic for children. For the adult one, you can be more honest and assertive. Okay, let's see this.
Humans reach.
Give me a second, please. The sound was not audible, I think.
Away from humans' reach. Yes. So once upon a time, there was a mystery island far away from humans' reach. Now, Anargya will tell me the story.
Nobody but mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near it.
Use our hands? Nobody.
But mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near the island.
Okay, he got to know there's a lot of treasure hidden in the island.
But there was a problem. A mighty soul named Angelica guarded the treasure.
Okay, you need to change your voice, baby. You need to change your voice. You need to use your hands, because that is body language. That is very important when you're telling a story. All right. So how would you do that? Quick.
But there was a mighty soul that guarded the treasure, so Pirate Blackbeard could never get it.
But one day, Angelica had lost her powers for a day, and she was not close to the treasure. That was the day.
Okay. So now let's
Away
write
from
in
human.
the chat section. How would you model the feedback for Anargya? Let's model a feedback. Take a little bit of time. Think of it. Write a feedback, specific, actionable, and respectful. How would you model the feedback? How would you, I hope you all observe the video. Yes, no, maybe? Yes, okay, great. So now you have to take out a little bit of time. Do not write in one sentence. Make the whole feedback. Keep the specific parts, keep the actionable part and the respectful part in your feedback. Design the whole feedback and write it in the chat section. What would you like to say? So I'll give you 1 minute for this. Your time starts now. Okay. Now I would like to call upon someone. Sunita ma'am, would you like to share your feedback for Anargya?
So Ananya was good throughout the session, but I think
So
she could have
one
done.
second. Sorry for interrupting. Imagine that I am Anargya and you are talking to me. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi Ananya. How
Hi, ma'am.
I really went through your sorry, 1 second. I really went through your feedback, Ananya, and I really loved what you were doing. But there were few things that we really needed a little attention. Probably you could do a little much better with your body language. Yeah, what you did was really good, but a little more added. Just check out on 1 or 2 things which you couldn't do. We will help out with that. And also your voice was really good, except on 1 or 2 times where you went haywire. Otherwise, you were really doing well. You really had a very good energy. I would love to see you doing a lot more of these.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, Sunita ma'am. Yes, very specific. Actionable was fine, but you could have mentioned which portions he did not use his hand gestures, or what portions he was doing really well. Like some excerpts from the speech that he was saying, like when he said "mighty pirate Blackbeard," right? So those parts of the speeches you can pick it out and you can say. For this, we need to be really very observant, because sometimes, you know, the child says something else, we say something else. That mismatch should not happen. Very nice, very good feedback. A little bit of more examples can be given. Great, wonderful. Thank you so much, ma'am. And yes, Vandita ma'am, I already got your feedback. So can you just elaborate on your feedback, Vandita ma'am? Please unmute yourself 1 second. Just allow you to mute. Yes. Vandita ma'am, can you unmute yourself?
So
Just check.
sorry. Yes, yes. I'm so sorry to keep you on wait. There was somebody at the door.
No
Yeah.
worries.
Okay. So I feel, let me just open my chat. Just a second. Okay. So I think you were great and you did a very good job. The way you spoke, it was very clear. I could understand that you enjoyed it. So there are few things. Let's talk about it, that how we can make it better. So there's something you can, think about when you're talking. There should be little pauses. The way when we need to be very loud, when we need to be little slow. So if we can take care of the sound, the way you're saying, it will be very good. So that's one thing. Another thing is sorry, I'm a little less prepared. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
it.
So one very important thing which I noticed, you tried using your hands, but I think if we can use little more, so that people understand when you have to listen very carefully, and sometimes so that gives a lot of emphasis on the the portion you're trying to say, so which is also a very important thing, and we should work on it. I think that's it.
Okay, that's great. Wonderful. So again, the same thing, you could have picked up a little bit of examples from this the speech, and that would have been the evidence-based example. Very good. It's absolutely specific. It's actionable as well as respectful as well. Okay. So I think most of the feedbacks are very good. Just remember to add some of the excerpts or words from the speech that the child has given. Why am I reiterating that part? Because it gives a sense to the learner also that, okay, ma'am was listening to my story very carefully. She has got some points also. She has heard my words also very carefully. So this makes the child also very happy about it. Okay, so that is one thing which is very important. Connecting stories, like how Angelica saved the treasure. Yes, Nivedana, that's good. Picking up some parts of the speech. Okay, now I'm going to read out. I'm not going to show my slide to you, and I'm going to read it out. And you have to tell me which part is specific, which part of my feedback is actionable, and which part is respectable. Okay, respectful, sorry. So this is my feedback for Anargya. Wow, Anargya, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on some special words, like especially when you said in the first line, mighty pirate Blackbeard, and you stressed on mighty. That was really well done. I think what could be improved is use of more hand gestures, and that will really help you to become more confident. And you know what? Others will pay more attention to you as well. When you use your hand gestures, others will start looking at you, right? So you can grab their attention. So next time, I would want you to use both voice and hand gestures together when you are reciting or you are narrating the story. Overall, Anargya, great work. I'm looking forward to hear many stories from you. Okay. So now tell me what part was specific, what part was actionable, and what part was respectful. Specific was his voice modulation. Absolutely. Okay. First part was specific. What was the first part, Kusum? More hands and body movement. Yes. So I want you to use your hand as well as your voice together, because it will be helping you to grab the attention of your listeners. This was the actionable part. Okay. Yes, Nivedana. Very good. Voice modulation while stressing the word mighty. Okay. Looking forward to hear more was respectful. Yes, absolutely. Salma. Beginning was respectful. Like you said, wow, yes, it is appreciating and, acknowledging. Respectful, never made him feel less demotivated. Okay, great. Mighty, specific, attention, hand gestures, those are actionable. Very good. Looking forward, respectful. Okay, great. Okay. So let's see how this feedback was specific, actionable, and respectful. So specific was how, wow, Anargya, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on some special words, especially when you said first line, mighty pirate Blackbeard, and you stressed on mighty. Very good. I think what could be improved is you can use more hand gestures, and that will help you become more confident, and others will pay more attention to you. So this is specific. And also it gives an example from the speech or from the story that the boy or the child has said. And actionable would be, so next time, whenever you say something, you use both your voice as well as your hand gestures whenever you are narrating a story. And respectful was, overall, Anargya, great work. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you. That was the respectful part. Yes, absolutely. Great. Okay, now let's practice giving feedback. Open your teacher's handbook quickly, all of you. Okay, we are going to do a role play. I think somebody was asking me whether we'll be having breakout rooms. So we have 120 participants. So we will be having 40 breakout rooms. Okay. Every breakout room will have 3 participants, and all the 3 participants will choose the 3 different videos. 1 second.
And please send the link again.
I will be. Which link?
The handbook link. Actually, I told you that my laptop got crashed. I'm working on another laptop.
Okay. Open your teacher's handbook. From there, you open the today's presentation, which I'm showing you. Teacher training resources, day 3. Okay, you can open the presentation and I'll tell you which slide I am on. Slide number 59, 60, 61, 62, and 63. So 59, 61, and 63. I'll show you in my screen as well. I'll share my screen once. So there is case 1, as you can see on the screen. You can see one of the student in grade 6. Okay. Case 2 is slide number 61, student in grade 6 again. And the last one is slide number 63, where there is a grown-up learner for basic English. Now I'm going to open all the rooms. Say, for example, I am in, where am I? I have to find out myself as well. Okay. Say, for example, I am in room number, say, 20. Okay, I'm there with Porkodi and I'm there with Shagun. So we 3 are there. So what we will be doing is, say, for example, I take case 1, you take case 2, and Shagun takes case 3. Okay, so all 3 of you, we will be dividing 1 case each, and mute yourself, go ahead, watch the videos. You have the videos with you, and then start sharing the feedback. Make sure that the feedback that you share will be actionable, specific, and respectful. Teacher's Handbook, Training Resources. Teacher's Handbook, Training Resources, Day 3. Teacher's Handbook, Training Resources, Day 3. Here.
So the breakout rooms are already there, or are you creating?
No, I have not made it yet. First, we need to be on the
okay.
same page, right?
Okay.
Right? And the slides that we are going to view is slide number 59, 61, and 63. How you divide it among yourselves, I think, again, you are raising your hands. Any questions? Shweta ma'am, Srijita, and Mekla? Any questions
Ma'am,
regarding? No?
Ma'am, where should we share the feedbacks among ourselves, or we
Among
have to write
yourselves.
it in
Among
the chat?
yourselves. Among yourselves.
Okay.
Yes, Priyanka, ma'am.
Is it like a practice thing?
Yeah, practice. Yes.
Okay.
Preeti ma'am, are you going to put us in the rooms?
Yes.
Okay.
Are
great.
we
Thank you.
all on the same page? Show me a thumbs up. And when you are showing, when you are sharing your feedback, please try to switch on your camera if possible. Okay. So in all the rooms, I won't be there. I will be there in only one room. So in all the rooms, there will be 3 participants. Every 3 participants first meet each other, greet each other, and then decide on which case you are taking. Say, for example, I can see Shweta ma'am, Devi ma'am, and Advika ma'am. These 3 are in one room. Please decide among yourself who is going to take case 1, take case 2, case 3. And then go ahead, watch your video, and then come back and start sharing your feedback in that breakout room itself. When you come back, we will discuss. Okay?
But we have to go to teacher resources day 3, right?
Ma'am, I just showed you the screen. This is the teacher handbook. Please open it. Here, day 3, teacher resources, the deck, the presentation deck that I'm showing you.
All right. Thank you.
When you click on that link, you will see this presentation. The slides numbers are 59, 61, and 63. 59, 63.
I'm struggling, ma'am. I don't know which particular video I have to give feedback about.
You will discuss among your friends, among your teachers, co-teachers. In the breakout room, there will be 3 teachers. All the 3 teachers, you can decide among yourselves which case you will be taking. Is it clear now? Clear?
Will you be
Yes, ma'am.
will you be separating us to different break rooms, or how
Yes,
it is going to happen?
only once your questions are over, then only I'll be doing that. Yes, Priyanka ma'am.
Okay.
Like, do we need to give for all the 3 videos, or you will be deciding
Any
anyone?
one. You have to choose any one of the cases among the 3 people.
Not about the cases, I'm asking about the videos. There are multiple videos, right?
There are 3 videos, ma'am. You have to choose any one video, give the feedback on that one video. Any one. Okay. I'm going to start all the rooms.
Sure.
Hi, Sitanshi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. So
Good
I saw this particular room was not having anyone, so I joined. I think there should be one more person over
Ma'am,
here.
you can put me room number 16. Actually, I have logged in from 2 devices.
You have logged in from 2 devices.
Yes.
Okay, so you can leave from here, no issues. I can add somebody else over here.
Yes, ma'am. You can add me in room number 16.
I will not be able to add you in room number 16. I'll have to see where are you. This is room number, which one? I'll have to check. Wait. Hi, Priya. Room number 16, right? Why
Yes,
is
ma'am.
room number 16 not visible to me? Aman has not joined. Room number 16 is not visible to me. I don't know why. Somebody has to join there. I will join there. Yes, Adiba.
Hello, ma'am. I actually can't understand what kind of feedback we need to give here.
Adiba, we just discussed all the feedback in the main room,
Yes,
right?
yes, but
Yeah.
specifically what kind of?
What kind of, as in? You have to open your teacher's handbook. Rachna, Vijaya, please unmute yourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
So you could have, even you don't have any idea what you have to do?
No, I have an idea, ma'am, to provide the feedback on
Please,
the
please help
papers you
Adiba.
said.
I left my breakout room
Yes,
and I had to
please.
come here.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
please, ma'am. Rachna, ma'am, please.
Yeah, please help your co-teachers.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Adiba, you have three cases here, like in the slide number 59, 61, and 63. Those are
Yes,
the three
I can see
cases.
that.
Okay. Those are the three cases. You have to watch the video.
Hi, Priyanka, Kirti, you all have started viewing the videos?
Yes, yes.
Great, great. So I am there with you. What cases have you all taken?
Me have taken first one and Kitty second one. There
Okay.
is no
I'll be
participant
taking
here.
the third one. Okay.
Hi Preeti ma'am. I have it out. So while I'm on the phone right now, while I'm like opening the window, the tab, so I couldn't hear the voice of the video properly. So
Which one are you viewing?
the first one, Rudra's. Yeah.
My name is Rudra Pathak. Today I am going to speak about the topic saving the nature. Why is nature important? We need to save nature to save life on earth. Life is very important for us. Nature is responsible for all kinds of human activities on the earth. Without the nature, we cannot do anything. The nature has got all the resources that we need for our activities. Well, nature is important for life. Nature, in nature, trees provides us oxygen for life. Oxygen makes life possible. When we breathe in oxygen, the oxygen is taken by the body to produce blood, which is taken as a form of energy and an important source for life on earth. All the living beings use this oxygen and it is really important. We use nature for our daily routine work. We use nature for cutting down trees and to make furniture. We use nature to we cut down trees to.
That is your video.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So who would like to go first? Let's complete it and we have to join the breakout room. We have to leave the breakout room as well. Kirti, we are ready?
Fine. Will you start like with the third case?
Have you not watched your video?
Yeah, I read it.
You have watched your video, right? I showed
Yes.
it to Priyanka because she was having problems with her mobile phone.
Yes, yes. Actually, while you're playing here, I was like hearing this sound and also that sound, like that was like overlapping. So
same.
I got like a little bit confused.
Okay, fine. 1 second.
A scientist had once said plastic takes 500 years to decompose. Everyone would be happy when we say no to plastic. Plastic and garbage we shall always recycle plastic and garbage because to keep Mother Earth clean and it shall be clean so everyone who when aliens come to our planet they also want to live with us.
Okay.
Burning of plastic also leads to poisonous air pollution and the plastic which comes from which when we burn the plastic then the poisonous smoke pollutes the air, and when we breathe it, we might also get poisoned along with it. That's why we shall always say no to plastic and recycle it.
Okay. Priyanka, are you ready with your review, your feedback?
I'm just making a note. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay, I'll quickly go and come back. Somebody is. Yes.
Hi, ma'am. Actually, we were seeing the video. So the Prashant is not yet there. So we are waiting. Once they are back, then we can
No
discuss.
worries. If Prashant is not responding, you all can start.
All right. Sheetal, ma'am, did you watch? Even we both were, watching the videos on our ends.
No worries.
I'll just see
You all
if
can
she's
go
back.
ahead. In case if the other participant is not responding, you can go ahead with yours. Okay.
All right.
Ready? Teachers, we need to close this. It's 1:39.
It's just a practice thing, right? So can I start?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So his name is Rudra, right? 1 minute. So feedback to Rudra is three things: specific, actionable, and respectful. So starting with the specific. So let me start it now. Wow, Rudra, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on some of the special words, especially when you said life is very important. And you also stressed on the particular word like nature. And also your energy levels are very high. And you also specially said the words are like you okay. I think what could be improved is you are stuck in between of the action, like you are very confused. That could be improved. And also coming to the action, so next time I would want you to be very confident and you should not stuck in between of the story. And at last, respectful. Overall, great work, Rudra. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you.
Okay, very good. Wonderful, Priyanka. Very nicely
Thank you.
written.
Thank you.
Absolutely perfect. Kirti, are we ready or should I go ahead with my case?
I think you can go ahead with your case.
Okay, wonderful. So the last participant was a grown-up participant and she was not speaking very nicely. She has a very, very dilapidated English. The fluency was very weak. So her name was Pranu. The full name was very long. So she also said that you can call me Pranu. She was comfortable with that. So I'll go with Pranu. So Pranu, the way you introduced yourself was really very informative and it was really connecting. So you were able to grab the attention of your listeners very correctly, especially when you mention your name as Pranu, your nickname, because that helps your audience to connect with you as well. Pranu, one thing which I would like to share about you, about your intro, is that we definitely need to work on your voice modulation and fluency, like pronunciation of sh as sir, education as education. And there were a few more filler words, like when we speak, we take long, long pauses. So in those cases, we need to work upon our fluency. The same case happened with you. So what we can do is we can work more on the fluency part. We can have more practice sessions regarding this. Saying that, I really appreciate the zeal with which you are trying to make the effort and trying to give your introduction in such a beautiful manner. So looking forward for more from you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this was my Okay, Kirti has left the room. I'll close all the rooms. Okay, Priyanka, let's come back on the main room.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are unmute. Please, could you please mute your mic?
Okay.
Thank
I'll
you.
do that for you all. Yeah. Okay, so I hope all of you have done your feedback sessions. Which room was totally successful in all the 3 cases? Any room which was successful in doing all the 3 cases? I would like to have some feedbacks from you. It's not evaluation as such. You can unmute yourselves now. Yes, Vandita ma'am.
Preeti, I accidentally clicked on leave the, my mouse just clicked on leave but I was about to share my feedback actually. It was just an accident.
No worries.
And I do not know how to rejoin. I can't see the option here, but it would be great. Only my video was remaining.
No worries, no worries. It's okay, it's okay. No problem.
Okay,
Room
okay,
number
okay.
23, Oinjila. Yes, Vandita ma'am, you were saying something.
Question that about you wanted to know some feedback. So you want to know the feedback of the partner, or I should give the feedback of the student I heard the video of?
You have to give the feedback of the student. We are learning about the art of giving feedback.
Yes. Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
So I had a small kid who was in grade 6 and was giving a presentation on how use of plastic is hazardous for our earth and what needs to be done.
Name of the student?
That is my
That's
mistake.
absolutely important.
I know that is very important. And when I was talking to Saida, I realized that I did not, probably not keeping too well today. So, it's the processing is a little slow today. So, yeah, so I'll just excuse on that. I'll say to best what I could, register.
Your room was successfully, you were able to,
We had 2. We were just 2 of us.
We were also two. Myself and Ramya.
No worries, no worries. But you were able to
Yes,
share
yes,
your
yes,
feedback.
yes, yes.
Great. So how was it? Was it good?
Yes, yes. We saw our each videos and then we saw others' video also, so that when they respond, we can come to know whether the thing was appropriate or not. So we did the both things.
Not that much of time. Great.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
we did.
wonderful, wonderful.
Myself and Ramya, we both were. She was also very good. I myself I cannot say, but she was very good in giving. Everything was there. It was specific.
Ma'am, you were good too. You were really good.
So I think Vandita ma'am's concern was at least addressed here, that we wanted to go into breakout rooms and at least we can know each other. So at least that was addressed. I hope, Vandita ma'am.
Yes, it's
It's
very
really
interesting.
good because
Yes.
knowing each other was really great.
Yes, yes.
This is the first
Same
time it
here,
felt
same
that
here.
you're talking to somebody
Yes.
in the last 3 days.
Suddenly we all became colleagues. That is the thing. We were strangers till yesterday, but just now we all became together.
We'll have more training sessions, ma'am. There will be lots of breakout rooms which you will be joining and you will be knowing a lot of people together. So don't worry.
Okay, okay.
Okay, great. So I see some of the hand raised. Oinjila, you would like to say something?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. We were in room number 23, and me, Ithan, and Advika ma'am were there, and we had a good session with each other. And after that, they both said that I can represent my room. So here I am representing it. Yes, ma'am. So
Great,
thank you, ma'am.
A good teamwork, isn't it? All 3 of you?
Yes, yes, it is
Okay,
fun.
great.
And we
this fostered the team spirit also within you
yes,
all.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Right. Yes. And we went ahead with slide number 63. There was my student Pranamika, and she introduced herself as Pranu. So I will address her as Pranu only. So she hails from Assam, and she is a Hindi teacher by profession, I guess.
Yes,
And
I got
she
the
is
same
very,
video in my
okay,
breakout room. So I also
ma'am.
even I was a participant. All of all of
Okay,
you.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
I was also not spared. Okay, even I was giving feedbacks.
You also participated. Yes.
Absolutely, it is
Then,
absolutely necessary for me as well.
yes.
Okay, so I
So,
hope it was good within all three of you, isn't it?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let us come on to the mocks and then we shall have the question answers because it's
Okay,
already
ma'am.
delayed.
Okay. Okay.
So yes, so our mocks are starting from day after tomorrow, that is Friday. So I hope all of you by now, you know that the mocks, there are 3 mocks. Number 1, there is mock 1, mock 2 and mock 3. Now let me explain what exactly these mocks are and how we have to go about these mocks. First mock is about the senior demo. There will be lots of questions. I think I also shared the screen with you all. There were in total, there were 13 questions. And in each of the question, you have to either record your voice or you have to record your video regarding the senior demo, which we did yesterday, class 4 to 12. Okay. Second mock is on Saturday. So first mock is on Friday. I'll show that slide also. Mock 2 is on Saturday, which is junior as well as adult. Teachers, please listen carefully. Don't write anything in the chat. Listen to me carefully. Mock 2 is of junior as well as adult. You have to choose any one of it. Just as you chose today, it's not a final selection that you are making. It's just for your choice. Okay, you have to attempt any one. Like you get questions in your question papers, in your examinations, you get 2 options. You answer any one of them. You just have to answer any one of them. Okay. And the last mock 3 is again about the senior demo, the deadline will be on Monday, 7 p.m. Now, the details are already there in the teacher's handbook. Why do we have these mocks? You get to practice before the real demo class happens. And everyone, each individual among us will get a detailed feedback from the team so that you know what are the places that you need to learn more or what are the good things that you are doing, your strengths, your areas of development, all those things. And the team is also going to analyze the patterns and understand the support areas, and they will be giving you extra training as well. Okay, in case if it is needed. Now, these are the dates of mock 1, mock 2, mock 3. Please take it down. The PPTs that you have opened, the PPT already has this slide. You had opened 59, 61, and 63. This is PPT. This is slide number, I'll tell you. 1 second. This is slide number 68. So you know where to find what. Everything is there in your slides. The slide which I am sharing with you, you already have those slides, those presentations.
Priti, just one point I would like to make. These 3 mocks, we have the deadline, the specific deadlines of each of them, right?
Yes,
and there is this, so that I can see on the screen, the deadlines. But regarding that video course, can I submit it by Thursday or like I have to do it by today itself?
By today. The
By
video
today.
course has to be done by today, end of the day, Wednesday.
Okay,
That's why
okay.
I told yesterday only.
Okay. Actually, today it will be a bit constrained on my part, but by today, by midnight, can I submit, like, if that's
Yes,
possible?
absolutely. Yeah.
Like after 12, like wouldn't it be counted the next day after 12? It won't be like that, no?
You can do it if dire circumstances are always considered, no problem. But then you don't have to record yourself in that. You just have to watch a video and you have to answer certain questions.
like
You just have to click on the radio buttons. Yeah.
Okay.
If that's possible for you today, you can do it. If not possible, then you can do it at night or tomorrow morning. So mock 1 teachers, Friday, the deadline is Friday, 7 p.m. Before 7 p.m., you have to submit it. Estimated time, it will take hardly 30 to 45 minutes, where the below assignments are already given to you. Mock 2 is the junior or the adult one. Time slots are Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. for the junior, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for the adult. Okay. In case if you are busy, yes. In case if you are not able, I'll come. In case if you are not available at these time, I'll tell you the last deadline is at 8 p.m. Before 8 p.m., try to complete your mock 2. Try to complete your mock 2 before 8 p.m., but only on Saturday. Don't do it on Friday. Please don't do it on Friday. And in case if you have any exceptional case, mail it to the teacher's training mail ID. And mock 3 is a senior mock. Deadline is Monday 7. So you can do it on Sunday also. You can do it on Sunday or Monday before 7 p.m. Is it clear?
Ma'am,
Yes.
these are all already available in the teacher's handbook in the F, right?
Everything is available in the teacher's handbook. Now you have already got the teacher's handbook. You have already used the teacher's handbook and the presentation decks in your breakout rooms. Now you must be knowing. Everything is there.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am. The previous slide which has just gone, like it was written the link over there. Please join at the designated link will be mentioned in the email. So this
is an old PPT that I'm showing. It's there in your below.
And ma'am, these particular timings like Saturday only between 3 and 5 or between 6 and 8 we can get into this mock 2 and answer it and finish it off.
The link is always there with you, ma'am. Whenever you get time, you do
it. Okay. So we
it
can
will
during
it will be good
during
if
the
you-
daytime.
Sorry?
We can do it anytime, daytime, morning time, anytime we can do it on Saturday, right? Before 8 p.m.
Before 8 p.m.
Okay, thank
Ma'am,
you.
for mock 3, can we appear on Sunday? For mock 3?
Mock 3, you can do it on Sunday or Monday. Because the
Sunday
deadline is Monday 7, no? So before 7 p.m. anytime.
Okay. And ma'am, for mock 2, any time before 8 p.m. is fine.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And ma'am,
yes.
Like it's a recording session, right?
Which one?
Or mock, or do we have any other participant like
No,
your
recorded.
Okay.
So
So we can
Preeti,
also take a note and we can give the feedback while recording, or
Encourage you all to please raise your hand and then I can call you. Otherwise, it will be chaotic for you as well as me.
Ma'am, I'm extremely sorry. I had to step out. Can you just in a short, just give the instructions again, what needs to be done today and tomorrow?
Today, tomorrow, only trainings. Today, you have to complete your video course.
What?
F1.
Video course is the same as the below assignment for today, ma'am.
The video course is there in the F portion of your teacher's handbook. Please go ahead, check your point number F in the video, in your teacher's handbook. Point number F. Video course is a video that you have to watch and you have to answer a Google form.
Okay.
By the end of today. It should be done by Wednesday.
We have already did it, ma'am.
If you have already done it, no problem.
Yes.
Okay, shall I take the questions now?
Preeti,
Ma'am, I just have one thing. On Friday, like our training finishes on Thursday. On Friday, what do we have?
Friday, you have the mock? Don't have anything?
Okay, so there is no time scheduled for it, or is there a time?
For what?
For the mock.
For the mock, the deadline is already given, 7 p.m. The deadline. That means the last time is 7 p.m. Before that, any time you can give.
Acha, so that is a self-paced, right? We don't have to be in a class, right?
No.
Okay, so mock 1, mock 2.
Ma'am?
1 second. Yeah, please raise your hands one by one and I'll try to take your questions. Yes, Krishna.
Ma'am, so all the mocks links will be available in teacher's handbook, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then tomorrow will be the last session in between us.
Yes.
And so after that, mock 1, 2, 3 respectively, we have to complete before Monday, right?
Yes.